So now put 40 till 8 to transport.
Bodies of property, one in the hallway.
All right.
Be seated. Do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good, thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm going to get started right now, interpreter.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 25th, 2025.
Your Honor, my understanding is there's only one person. I'm not sure if they have the headset. If so, I'll just keep interpreting simultaneously.
Okay, can I get him in the courtroom? Arturo Garcia.
Sorry for the interruption, Judge.
No problem. I'll start over. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 25th of 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of November 2025 shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I am also going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all your victim's rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Mi nombre completo es Rodolfo López Valenzuela.
My name is Rodolfo Lopez Valenzuela.
What is your date of birth?
5 de abril de 1980.
April 5, 1980.
Have you ever used the name Arturo Garcia?
Sí, señor, hace 19 años lo usé ese nombre.
Yes, ma'am. 19 years ago, I used that name.
Okay, sir, you are here on a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 10th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing and monitoring. Now, sir, according to the summary of the police department, you had given them a name of Rodolfo Lopez, but they used a fingerprint scanner and found out your true name is Arturo Garcia. Your charges will be under that name. So you're going to need to show up for court on December 10th and give your name as Arturo Garcia. Understood?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. And interpreter, can you ask if anyone else needs your services, and if they do so, have them raise their hand.
Yes, ma'am. ¿Hay alguien más en la sala que necesita intérprete de español? ¿Hay alguien más en la sala que necesite intérprete de español? Levante la mano, por favor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we got no takers.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, for the rest of you, I'm going to call you in individually. You'll come in the courtroom. You give me your name and date of birth. I will also tell you if you've been appointed a lawyer and give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you have to go through a bonding company. The phone numbers for the bonding companies are located in that jail area. You can call any one of them. They will collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come into the courtroom, please be aware this is all being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff's going to give you your paperwork. That's going to show you your charges, whether you were appointed an attorney, where, when, what time your next court appearance is, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your prior history, any failures to appear, Arizona law, and your current charges. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. All right, can I have Lance Vannersby by come on in the courtroom, and Andreas Cuevas to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Lance Van Orsby Bay, October 11th, 1977.
12/11 or 10/11?
10/11.
Okay. You've got two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, and one count of carrying a deadly weapon, failure to admit, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference December 3rd at 8:30, set a $25,000 bond. The second matter that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated your probation now by getting the new charges. That's called a Term 1 violation. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till your next hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff over there.
So you say I have a court date on the 2nd and the 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Get your paperwork. Andreas, come on in. And Connor Higgins to the chair outside the courtroom. Okay. State your name and date of birth.
Andrés Osuna Cuevas, birthday is June 2nd, 1999.
6/2 of 99?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you have two matters that are on my calendar. And then we're going to talk about the other case that you were seen by another judge earlier today.
Yeah.
All right. So, the two matters that you've not been seen on are probation violations. You're on probation for a Class 3 and a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated Term 1, 3, 5, and 7. I've appointed a lawyer on both of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you're going to be held no bail. You can't get released.
Yeah.
Now, the judge that previously saw me knew that I was going to see you on these probations. And she had indicated to me that she had released you on this. Now, you have a Superior Court new case with one kind of possession of dangerous drugs, one kind of possession of narcotic drug, both Class 4 felonies, one kind of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. She appointed a lawyer to represent you. Now, here's the deal. Because she released you, and you have to stay in on your probation, you won't get credit for the time that you're going to stay in on your probation unless I give you a bond. Now, I can keep it the way it is, or I would set a $50 bond low, just so you would get credit for the time that you're going to serve on these probation violations You get credit on those, as well as for this new charge. Tell me what you'd like to do.
But I still wouldn't be getting out, right?
No.
I mean, I would like to get credit for it, wouldn't I?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change that, and I'm gonna set just a bond of $50 low, in case you work something out on your probation. But at least at this point then, you would get credit for the time you're gonna be serving on your probation on this new charge. Now, because you're in custody, that's also going to move up your court date, okay? So your court date on this now is going to be December 3rd, okay? So if you work something out on your probation, you might get reinstated, then you would have this court date a lot earlier. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and you will also get credit for the time that you're serving on your probation. Okay?
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
Will I be getting like any help with like my addiction or anything?
Okay, say it louder because I've got
Can I get any help with like withdrawals and stuff for medical and all that?
That is something that you can talk to the medical staff in the jail, okay?
Yeah, because I regularly like do take Suboxone on the outside and stuff, and you know I'm going to be hurting, so.
Yeah, that's something that, one, talk to the jail staff, two, talk to your probation officer.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So we're going to give you new paperwork on that charge that you were seen by earlier this morning, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Get your paperwork from the court staff. They'll bring it to you. Connor Higgins, come on in. David Brines, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Connor Higgins, 7/24/1991.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging one count of transportation or sale of narcotic drug, one count of possession for sale of narcotic drug. Those are both Class 2 felonies. I gotta make a change on this, so you're gonna have to print out the paperwork. Sorry, didn't catch this before. Let me tell you, they booked one of your charges, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, as a Class 2 felony. It should be a Class 4, which is to your benefit, dropped to 2 categories. And I'm going to make that change. And then you've got possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, also a Class 4. So you got 2 Class 2s, 2 Class 4s. It was 3 Class 2s, 1 Class 4. I made that change. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30, set a $25,000 bond. If you post that, not cash, you cannot possess any weapons at all. And you have to provide the court with proof of a local address, okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. David Bryans, come over here. Come on in the courtroom. Christopher Ramirez, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
David Brines, 10/23/1990.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault, that's a Class 6 felony, one kind of disorderly conduct, one kind of disobeying an order of the court. Those are both Class 1 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference December 3rd at 8:30. Set a $20,000 bond.
Should I say something?
You are not to return to the alleged scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim. No email. No calling. No third party. No social media. No contact. All right, now what's your question? Legal question.
Is there any way that you can work on me getting OR or a way to do that? Because I am in sober living. All my stuff is over there. I'm going to lose everything. I've been clean and sober for 30 days. I've been doing very, very good on my own terms. And
Let me just
I've never been late. I've always been to my court dates. Always came.
Let me tell you, the score that you got from our pretrial services was a max score, so I'm not going to change this. But you can go through a bonding company. It's not $20,000 cash. It's actually $2,000. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Christopher Ramirez, come on in. Tyron Sample to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Christopher Ramirez, 12392.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging 1 count of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, 2 counts of resisting arrest, both Class 6 felonies, and 1 count of disobeying an order of the court, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30. Set a $15,000 bond. You cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim, which means no email, no calling somebody else to call them, nothing on social media, no contact. And you must obey an order of protection that was issued by the court. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Over there. Tyron Sample, come on in. Fabian Ochoa to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Tyron Sample, 12/28/99.
All right, you've got 2 matters. They're both probation violations. You're on probation for 2 Class 4 felonies. Your probation officer is alleging you violated terms 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer on each of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30. I set a $2,500 bond on each. If you post these 2 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Fabian, come on in. James Garland to the chair outside the courtroom.
Hello.
State your name and date of birth.
Fabian Ochoa, birthday is October 28th of 1989.
Okay, you've got a municipal court warrant from Tolleson. You're still in custody on some other matters, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, I was released. Yesterday I was released. But then I guess they did a page 2. That's what they were referring to it as. So.
Okay, you were released on the, your probation stuff? Because you were being held no bond.
I'm not on probation.
No, I'm sorry. You were being held no bond, right?
Right. Yeah.
And you've got pending charges still, or did you take a plea?
No, I think they vacated and then she released me from that. I actually have court tomorrow too, so.
On felonies?
A grand indictment was, that's.
Grand jury?
I have my paperwork and everything upstairs, so it's stating that I have court 26 tomorrow, and I had court yesterday.
He was released?
I have to check real quick, Your Honor.
Because I see he was being held on no bond on a felony release.
I have my paperwork and all that. You know what? No,
we can look it up.
Okay.
You were released to pretrial services?
Yes, ma'am. With the condition of monitoring the...
On electronic monitor?
Yes, uh-huh.
On both of these?
No, just, well, I mean, I think they compounded both of them now, or something like that. I'm not sure if that's what happened. And the Tolleson thing, shouldn't I have been served
If they can't find you, which I'm assuming they couldn't, then they can just set it as a warrant.
Okay.
Do you see he was on pretrial services?
The computer's really slow.
I'm sorry, I can't
The
hear you.
computer's really slow, I'm not even logged in yet.
Okay. Why don't you go have a seat? I'm gonna take a look at this, okay? James Garland, come on in. Can you just make sure he's released on both?
Yeah.
I think
Pre-trial by commissioner.
I see it on one, but I can't see it on the other one.
It's the same case, I don't know why it's twice, but it's one case.
But it's one.
It's one case.
All right, Kaylin Brown to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
James Garland, 9/14/1987.
Okay, you've got 3 matters. 2 of them are probation violations. You're on probation for a Class 6 and a Class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated terms 6, 7, and 15.
Okay.
I've appointed a lawyer on each of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30. And the judge set your bond at $1,500 on each. Then you've got an arrest warrant for new charges. This one alleges 1 kind of possession of dangerous drugs and 1 kind of possession of narcotic drug, both Class 4 felonies. This is from September 3rd of 2021.
Okay.
I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30.
Okay.
I've set a $900 bond. You'll get credit on this as well as on your probation.
Okay.
I don't know how they'll handle this with your probation.
Yeah.
They didn't seem to file a new term 1 because it's so old.
Yeah.
But
But I have no new charges as of today, like?
no.
Yeah, I didn't have
Nope.
anything or nothing.
Yep.
I've been
But you'll
doing
get
good.
credit on all 3 of these now.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, get your paperwork.
Thank you.
And then Kaylin Brown, come on in. Jonathan Herrera to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Caitlin Christopher Brown, 8399.
You have a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging 1 kind of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30. I set a $1,200 bond. If you post that, no returning to the alleged scene of the crime, no contact with the alleged victim.
Okay.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jonathan Herrera, come on in. Edward Horn to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Jonathan Herrera, May 25th, 2007.
Okay, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging 1 kind of possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, 1 kind of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, 1 kind of carrying a deadly weapon, failure to admit, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon with being under the age of 21, Class 3 misdemeanor. All right, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30. I set a $100 bond on this. The next one is an arrest warrant that you have for 1 count of theft of means of transportation. Let me finish. Class 3 felony. 1 count of theft of a credit card. Class 5 felony. These allegedly occurred on September 19th of 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, December 3rd at 8:30. I set a $500 bond. Now, do you have a question?
Yes, I was gonna say, so.
You were what?
I was gonna say that I literally just finished probation for the best of means transportation. My probation officer, I did really good. I've been doing really, really well. The drug charge, I never had any drugs with me. I'm so confused.
Let me just tell you on this case.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you have another theft of means, but you've never been seen on this case. This is a new charge.
where was this? Because
Well, all I can tell you is that it occurred September 19th of last year.
Yeah, I have all the papers. Sorry to disrespect you.
Well, according to my records, you have not been seen on this case.
I was on probation for it. I have the probation officers, everything, September 19th, and I just got off of September 18th. I promise you, like, Alfonso Bryant, I've had...
Do you know the agency that you were on, that charged you with the last one?
I'm not sure of the agency. I just know that this was like in 2024, Tempe. I got in trouble with Tempe, but I've literally changed. I've been working for like 6-7 months and paying my own rent, and I'm taking care of a cat. I promise you, like, I don't know what to,
I don't even see that you've been convicted of a felony. I don't even see that you have a record of a felony.
Are you
Accepted
sure?
means would be...
I went to jail. I actually went to jail for 1 day while I was a minor because of this situation. Durango or Maricopa County, and I got out, and then I was on probation.
Well, but that's for a juvenile. This is while you're an adult.
I promise. Ever since I was an adult, I've just been here. Like, there's no way.
Well,
That's what they
all I
told me.
can tell you is my records show
Yes,
that
ma'am.
this is going to be, the first one's going to be $100.
Okay.
The new charges. The
So-
second one is $500.
I understand.
If you go through a bonding company, it's $60.
Okay, so what do I do? Because I don't...
Contact your lawyer. I've appointed
I
a
don't-
lawyer on both of these to represent you.
Can I call my mom? I'm only 18, so I'm not really sure how to do
Yeah,
this.
you can call court staff. They can walk you through how to post a bond.
Okay. And
Okay.
this can happen today?
Yeah.
Possibly? Because I have, as I said, I have like a pet to feed and I live alone and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can bond out today, yep,
Okay.
and they can tell you how to do that, okay?
Them right here?
Yeah,
All right. Thank you so much.
all right. Edward Horn, come on in. Fernando Cruz to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Edward Horn, January 3rd, 1989.
You've got a probation violation warrant for your probation that you're on for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated your probation by getting new charges. You got like a misdemeanor assault charge or something. That's called a term 1. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30. I set a $500 bond. If you post that, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Fernando Cruz, come on in. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Fernando Cruz, November 8th, 1982.
You've got a failure to appear bench warrant for 1 count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. You already have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, December 2nd at 8:30, and your probation officer alleging that you violated term 3, 4, and 5. So now you have a $1,500 bond since you missed your last hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Pardon?
That's cash only, 1,500?
$1,500.
Cash only?
No.
Oh.
You can go through a bonding company.
Okay.
Okay, Fabian, come on in. I'm going to change this, okay?
Okay, hello.
All right. So, since you got released on the other things, this court is asking for a $1,500 cash bond. Can you make that?
No.
I didn't think so. But here's what I'm going to do. since it seems like you're working out your other felonies and these are misdemeanors, I'm not gonna set a bond. I'm giving you a huge break here,
I understand.
all right? You gotta promise me you're gonna go to this court hearing.
I will.
Because these are misdemeanors compared to what you've been dealing with, okay?
I understand.
So you go to court. You might have to pay some money. But if you know, can pay a little bit at a time on a month or whatever, if you're even found guilty, I don't even know. But you just gotta show up to court.
Get it taken care of.
You're gonna promise me you're gonna do that?
I promise.
All right, so this is out of Tolleson Municipal Court. One count of theft of control of property. One count of theft of control of lost property. One count of theft of control of stolen property. All class 1 misdemeanors. They're all on the same day, October 7th of last year. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer because they're misdemeanors. Your next court date on this will be an arraignment December 15th at 8:30.
Okay.
Okay? Don't miss it.
I won't.
And I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court.
I will.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yep. All right. We got everybody, right? Didn't miss anyone.
Nothing came in. Whatever, I don't care. I just needed a. Thank you. How are you? Good. I was expecting you in person. Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It would be for phono,
Sí,
crime and
¿y de la forma?
with an S. Phono.
No, I don't know. All right.
You may be seated. Good evening. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 25th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of the DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month will apply to all matters on this calendar. As you heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will explain why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what the release conditions are, and any bond amount. I will not review all the release conditions with you. That is your responsibility to read them carefully. I may point out one or two depending on your matter. You're all here on criminal matters. That means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. These hearings are being broadcast live as well as being recorded. Because these hearings are being broadcast live, there may be victims watching this feed, so I will read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearing. I will call you in one at a time. You'll come here and stand at the center of the podium. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth, and then I will provide you with the information I just discussed. All of that is also written on your paperwork, so you can review it later if you need to. I'll call a second person's name. Please have a seat right there in the chair by the door, and then we can move expeditiously. We'll begin with Carlos Sanchez. Please come to the podium, and then John Menapace, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Carlos Sanchez, March 4th, 1993.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a probation violation warrant. It's alleging you violated terms 4 and 7 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be on December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. And on the first one, you have a secured appearance bond of $250. On your second matter, though, you also have a probation violation warrant. On this one, it alleged violating terms 4, 7, and 13, and that you did not self-surrender to serve your deferred jail term on August 13th of 2025. So based on this warrant, and under the Arizona Criminal Rules 26.6, 27.7, and 7.2c, you will, in all reasonable probability, receive an imprisonment sentence. So you are not eligible for release today. So don't pay that other bond. You are going to remain in custody until your next hearing, and the judge at that time may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. John Menapace, please come to the podium, and after that will be Jacob Salazar. Please say your name and date of birth.
John Menapace, 5/27/1970.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant, and this one, the warrant alleged that you violated term 15, and there's quite a few of them. And because of that, under the Arizona Criminal Rules of Procedure
27.6, 27.7, and 7.2C. You will most likely receive a term of imprisonment on this matter. So you will have a hearing coming up on December 2nd at 8:30, and an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Their phone number is on your paperwork. You are not eligible for release today.
Okay.
This information is all on your paperwork. Please go ahead and pick that up and have a seat. Jacob Salazar, please come to the podium. Simon Bonov, have a seat by the door. And I do understand we have counsel appearing. Would you like to announce?
Yes, good evening, Your Honor. Woody Thompson on behalf of Mr. Salazar, and I will be staying on for the pendency of the case.
I did notice that in your notice of appearance, but to let you know, this is not a court of record, and so you will need to file that with the Superior Court once they pick up this case downtown.
Of course. I just usually get asked, so I make sure to say it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And for the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you, ma'am. So you're here today on a new case. The allegations include 1 count of manslaughter, which is a Class 2 felony, 1 count aggravated assault resulting in serious injury, which is a Class 3 felony, 1 count driving under the influence, 1 count driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content of more than 0.08, and 1 count of a minor drinking. These are all alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause on these allegations. Counsel, would you like to discuss probable cause at all on these allegations?
I guess now that you read them, Your Honor, I didn't, unless I missed it in the Form 4, I didn't see another victim, so when I hear aggravated assault,
You didn't see what?
I'm only seeing 1 victim in here,
Right.
which would be the manslaughter, and I've never seen a manslaughter charged with an ag assault as well. Typically,
So
that's
these
if
are
there's like
the
a
allegations and not the charges. They may be charged differently once it actually goes to Superior Court. So it could be one, it could be the other, but there's probable cause for either. Unless you have an argument about why there's...
Well, it indicated that the victim is deceased, so I think that would be the manslaughter, not an ag assault. But
okay.
It's more important than we talk about the release conditions anyway.
I appreciate that. Counsel for the state, did you have something you wanted to add on probable cause?
Your Honor, I do believe that the Form 4 indicates that there were multiple blunt force injuries, which led to the death of the victim. So I think, given that information, the court can find probable cause on the aggravated assault, serious physical injury.
Okay. Thank you for your input. I appreciate that. So going on to release conditions, I do have the state's recommendations. Were you able to see those prior to this hearing?
I have not.
Okay.
Is that written?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, is that written? I didn't receive it.
You didn't receive it. That's all right. State, would you like to present your recommendations?
Yes, and I apologize to counsel. I think usually court staff does provide it to counsel. The state's asking for a $100,000 cash-only bond, and if Mr. Salazar is able to post that, we'd ask for electronic monitoring along with alcohol and drug testing and monitoring, as well as a judicial prohibition against operating a motor vehicle. Mr. Salazar allegedly caused a rear-end collision while he was driving while impaired. The court should note that Mr. Salazar is not of legal drinking age at this time. Unfortunately, the victim did succumb to his injuries. We do acknowledge that it doesn't appear that Mr. Salazar has any adult or juvenile criminal history, but we are concerned, given the serious nature of these charges, that he is a danger to the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll try to be brief. I'd like to structure these arguments around Rule 7.2 and then ARS 133967, and then some of the case law that flows out of that. Of course, there's 2 primary motivators today. One is to secure Mr. Salazar's appearance, and then 2 is to protect the victim and the community. And I would also point out that under federal case law and Arizona case law that really espouses it is the bond is not meant to be punitive, and 7.2 talks about this. This needs to be the least onerous means to achieve those goals. And so I would highlight several of the factors that are under 3967B, as well as just some sort of common sense factors. So first, he does have significant ties to the community. He was born and raised in Arizona. He has 4 sisters and 1 brother. He grew up in Glendale, Arizona, matriculated there, attended Apollo High School. He now lives in Levine with his father. He is 20 years old. He does have 2 jobs. I think the Form 4 indicated a sandblasting job. He was also just hired on at FedEx. As your Honor is aware, it's quite busy during this time of the year. So he did pick up other employment as well. So he does have 2 jobs. His family lives here. He has 17 cousins here. I would say he does have very strong ties to the community. He has no plans of going anywhere. The other thing that I would point out too is his father retained me. His father had, retained private counsel. And I do think that that speaks to the fact that they're taking it seriously. He's not planning on leaving. It seems to be counterintuitive to hire a private attorney if you're simply going to leave. And again, he's a resident of Arizona. He's lived at this residence for the last 5 years, but in the state continuously. He does have limited means. I mean, he works at a sandblasting company and then was picking up the FedEx job during the holiday season. He has no prior criminal history to speak of, and of course, no failures to appear. He did a voluntary self-surrender. I've been in contact with the investigating officer for the past several weeks, and we were able to arrange that for this morning. He voluntarily surrendered. So with all due respect to the state and to the court, I think $100,000 cash only is excessive given what the goals of a bond really are here. We have a young man of limited means with no priors. This was not an intentional crime. In no way am I diminishing the crime. I am not minimizing the crime at all. But I do think that speaks to the risk to the community because there are certain things that can be done to manage that. He can be put on pretrial services with alcohol monitoring. As a matter of fact, he did complete an alcohol program already. You might expect that was one of the things that I put him in right away. So I think there are other mechanisms that a release to pretrial services can still achieve those goals that are listed in Arizona law of securing his appearance and protecting the community. So I would ask for a supervised release in this case. Thank you.
Thank you for your arguments. I am looking at 3967 and looking down the 15 various factors that would be considered. And the very first one is the views of the victim. And as you know, in Arizona, family of the victim is also considered the victim, and they did provide a statement that I have reviewed, and so that is considered as well. Okay, so before your arguments, I had found that the state's recommendation was quite reasonable. However, with your arguments, I do believe I will change it. I am going to go ahead and reduce that down to a $50,000 secured appearance bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and that is going to include pretrial services. He will be tested randomly, no less than weekly, for illegal drug and alcohol use. He will also be under an electronic monitoring, which is going to be installed before or prior to release. It will have a curfew that will be determined by pretrial services. You can work with them as far as what your jobs are and your requirements to leave the house. However, unfortunately, even though I know you just received or were retained by FedEx to be an employee, I do believe the state request for you not to drive motor vehicles is still reasonable. And so defendant is ordered not to drive any motor vehicle at this time. The next judge may change these orders, of course. Your next hearing will be on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix at Superior Court. And you do have other restrictions on your release. Please review those carefully. There are no contact orders with the victim, witnesses, or complainants. Of course, no alcohol. And then the one very specific to you is that you may not drive until the next hearing. The next judge may change that order.
Thank you.
Okay. This will be printed out. I believe we'll make a few copies. Okay. Is there anything further from either counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you for appearing on this matter.
One more time? I'll talk to him really quick.
And State, were you going to appear on the next one as well?
I was, Your Honor. I don't know. It appears there may be counsel in the hall. I don't know if he needs to speak with his client before we.
Okay, let's figure that out first.
Who would like to speak with?
Okay, let's move him then down the calendar a few, and then just let him know we are going to be waiting for him. So as soon as he's ready to go, we'll call his case.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to skip over Mr. Simon Fana for right now because he'll meet with his counsel. If you have a way you want to arrange that, I think he's waiting right there.
They can speak to you, Your Honor.
Okay, that's true. We have two in. Great. All right, Mr. Juan Gonzalez Meade. You'll be next to the hearing, to the podium. After that will be Trayvon Murphy. Please have a seat in the chair.
Simon, enough?
So coming to the podium right now is Mr. Gonzalez Meade, and having a seat in the chair is Mr. Murphy. Thank you. Please say your name and date of birth.
Juan Gonzalez Nieves, 090896.
Thank you. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $15,000. If you are able to pay that bond, you will be released with electronic monitoring and a curfew. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I do understand that might be your residence, and so I have included in this order, if you are able to post bond, that you may return one time with local law enforcement escort to retrieve items like your medication, identification, and clothing you may need before your hearing. If you are not able to post bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Trayvon Murphy, please come to the podium. Ramon Trujillo, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Trayvon Monroe Murphy, 12/23/95.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on an arrest warrant. So what happened here is it looks like it's a direct complaint. So you were arrested in July 31st of this year for misconduct involving weapons, which is a Class 4 felony, possession or use of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, driving or physical control while under the influence, it's alleged as a misdemeanor. Again, driving or physical control while under the influence of drugs, which is a misdemeanor. Unlawful flight from law enforcement, which is a Class 5 felony, and then drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. So this direct complaint has been filed against you. This court has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing in this matter is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. And I do have a cash-only appearance bond available for you, but I see that you are all in orange. Are you being detained for another matter?
It was everything you just named.
Okay, so you've been
I've already signed my sentence plea. I've been sentenced. My release date is January 28th. I'm confused as to what's going on. How am I being recharged with the same charges that I've already pled to, and we've already came to a deal agreement, and it's like the state is reneging on the deal, and it's like no new charges. It's all the same things that I already played out to, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, let me just take a look back in your criminal history and see what we have.
Because a lot of everything you named was pretty much dropped. They just booked me with the unlawful flight and the possession of a dangerous drug, and I was signed to 180 days.
Okay.
And my release date is January 28th as of right now. So this is all new to me. I don't know what's going on right now.
Right. So what is going on here, at least as far as what I can see, is that what you were sentenced for was from an offense date of July 31st, 2025, and these allegations are the same date, July 31st, 2025. So what you're saying to me does make sense, and you are serving time right now, so you wouldn't be eligible for release anyways. What I am doing for you here is I am going to appoint you this new attorney Sounds like you may have one already in your case as well, but now you'll have a phone number on your paperwork. You can call them and discuss this with them. Why are these other allegations coming back up? Why did they file new charges for you? I can't give you that answer. But I am confirming.
Double jeopardy?
Well, this is a question for your attorney and for the judge who will be hearing the allegations. I'm just telling you what was charged or what was alleged and what your release conditions are. Since you, sir, are not eligible for release anyway, since you were sentenced, I am going to go ahead and set this bond so you're getting credit for these new allegations, which may not come to pass or they may come to pass. That would be for you to discuss with your attorney. Okay?
Yeah, but how does that work?
That's a question for your attorney.
Will my bond be able to
You said you're not eligible for release until January anyway?
January 28th is my release date.
So your next hearing here is going to be December 3rd. These would be good discussions to talk with the judge and your attorney about why are these being charged now if you already had them considered in your plea.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a hearing on this, and you can discuss those merits with the judge and your attorney. Okay? All right.
And that's it? There's no nothing else? It's just those charges you just named?
Right. I'm letting you know. Yeah, I'm letting you know that the state brought these charges, and you have a hearing set, and we've appointed an attorney for you.
The same state that dismissed these charges months back?
And I can't answer that because I can't see what they dismissed. So that's why you'll have to talk to your attorney and the judge. Because I can't see their plea in your other case. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we gotta make this make sense.
Raymond Trujillo, please come to the podium. Raven Patrick, please have a seat by the door. Okay. And you need to be excused, so we'll just wait for one moment. Yeah. All right. Mr. Trujillo, if you could just step to the side for a moment. Thank you, just to allow that attorney to exit.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Okay, thank you. That's all we needed. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Ramon Paz Trujillo III, 6286.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. You're here today on a bond surrender. You had 3 cases that you were bonded out on, and then you were returned on this bond surrender. So I'll read through each of the 3 cases, but they are identical to what happened before. So the first one is for the driving on the suspended, revoked, or canceled license. It was a misdemeanor. You already have an attorney. Your next hearing at the South Mountain Justice Court will now be December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. The bond is exactly the same. It's $500. Your release conditions are all the same. Your next one is the allegations of theft of means, which is a Class 3 felony, dangerous drugs and narcotic drugs, both Class 4 felonies. Again, you have an attorney in this case already. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 downtown Phoenix, and this bond was set at $5,000, so it's just reinstated. And the last one that you had is the bond surrender for a probation violation. It was a Term 1 violation of your ongoing probation case. That bond is set again at $1,000. If you're able to pay your bonds, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearings. It looks like you have December 3rd. So your South Mountain Justice Court is on December 2nd, and your other 2 are on December 3rd. So you should be able to make it to all your hearings. They're not conflicting, okay? All this information is on your paperwork. Go ahead and pick that up and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Raven Patrick, please come to the podium, and then Stephen Carpenter, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
December Raven, Tayesra Patrick, 11/26/98.
Thank you. And I apologize for misstating your name.
I go by Raven anyways.
Okay. You're here today on an arrest warrant. So what happened here is it's a direct complaint filed from allegations that the offense was November 30th of 2024. And the offense consists of aggravated driving under the influence as a Class 4 felony. Again, another count of aggravated driving under the influence as a Class 4 felony. And then 4 misdemeanors, including driving or actual physical control under the influence, and then extreme driving or actual physical control under the influence. So the state has brought charges. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It's a secured appearance bond of $5,000. If you're able to make that bond, you will be tested randomly for illegal drug and alcohol use, and then make sure you go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Stephen Carpenter, please come to the podium, and then we'll check in on Mr. Fonov to see if he's ready. Please say your name and date of birth.
Stephen Carpenter, 6/24/95.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged you violated terms 4, 5, and then 6, 10, and 11. So you have an attorney appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing. Your next hearing is December 2nd, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are still eligible for bond. It's a cash-only appearance bond of $4,500. If you are able to make that bond, make sure you call your probation officer right away. You are on intensive probation, so that's within 24 hours. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to the hearing. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
So I wasn't on IPS when I first got out, so would I call the just probation office?
Who is your assigned probation officer now?
Stephanie Caballero, I think is her last name. I only had her for like a month.
Estefana Calderon?
Calderon, there you go.
Yeah, so make sure you give that person a call and let them know that you've been released from custody if you're able to make the bond.
All right.
Okay, please have a seat. Were they ready?
He said a couple more minutes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for checking. Sarah Hale, please come to the podium, and then Dominic Gomez, have a seat by the door. Right here in the center, ma'am. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Sarah Hale, 6/15/80.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 6, 7, 15, and 18 of your probation.
Yes.
It appears that you're currently in DOC custody, and so you will be returned to ASPC Perryville at the conclusion of this violation matter. But you do have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. There is bond set at $1,500, but don't pay it because you are going to be returned.
Okay.
Okay. Please go ahead.
I have one question. I'm sorry, Your Honor. So I'm going now back to prison, or am I staying here?
You'll stay with MCSO until this matter is concluded, and then you'll be returned to them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dominic Gomez, please come to the podium. Isaac Hippensteel, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Dominic Gomez, 1/20/93.
Thank you, sir. You are here today for failing to go to your probation violation disposition hearing, and that was on November 24th of this year. So that was just yesterday. Okay, so you have an attorney in that case already, and now you have a new hearing date. It's December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You're still eligible for release. It's under a secured appearance bond of $1,500. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to that hearing. Please take the paperwork and have a seat. Isaac Hippensteel, please come to the podium. Sarah Westover, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Isaac Alonzo Hippensteel, January 31st, 1998.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. One of them is that you failed to go to your status conference on October 16th. So you already have an attorney in that case. Now you have a new hearing date, downtown Phoenix, December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You're still eligible for release in that matter. It's with a secured appearance bond of $1,000. You have the same restrictions on your release or conditions as you did before, so the no contact orders still apply. Your other matter here today is a municipal court warrant, and this one is for criminal trespassing out of the city of Surprise. So an attorney will be appointed for you at the next hearing because we are setting bond today. Your next hearing in Surprise Municipal Court will be December 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon, and bond is set at $100. So So that bond, the attorney is appointed because of the bond. So if you want to fight the merits of the case, you need to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Okay, the same release conditions apply. If you are not able to post those bonds, you will stay in custody and you'll be transported to both of those hearings.
Yes, sir.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. And we'll pause right here and just check in again, see if he's ready.
Hey, ready, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Let's call him to the podium. So this is Simon Fonov. Please come to the podium, and then after that will be Sarah Westover. Right here, sir. You can both stand here at the podium.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Counsel, would you like to make an appearance?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Adam Weiner on behalf of Mr. Simon Fonov. Mr. Simon Fonov, who's here standing to my right in custody.
Okay. And date of birth 1/3/2001?
Yeah.
Okay. For the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gaunt, on behalf of the state.
Thank you. So the allegations in our new case here today is one count of discharging a firearm at a residence, which is a Class 2 felony, one count carrying a weapon in the commission of a felony, which is a Class 4 felony, one count discharging a firearm within the city limits, which is a Class 6 felony, one count endangerment, which is a Class 6 felony, one count disorderly conduct with a weapon, which is a Class 6 felony, and then 2 counts of criminal damage, which are alleged as misdemeanors. Did you have any argument about the probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to make a record.
So this is not a court of record, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Yes, Your Honor, we would argue that there is insufficient probable cause for most of the charges and counts against Mr. Fonov. Starting with the most obvious one, there's zero evidence here that Mr. Fonov shot or discharged any weapon. There's zero witnesses that saw him. There's zero admissions that he actually discharged a weapon. Essentially, all that evidence that he potentially discharged a weapon is the allegation that he went down to apartment room to check on the alleged victim. She allegedly saw him, and again, he didn't ever say that he accidentally fired anything. All that says that there was fireworks. Officers then eventually appear. They search the house. Again, no admissions that Mr. Fonov shot any weapon. And then they again allegedly saw holes in the floor. Again, there's zero evidence that he discharged, and if anything, it certainly could have been potentially an accidental discharge. Just to go through some of these counts real quick.
Okay, so I understand your argument. It is that there were no admissions.
Yeah, no evidence that he was actually discharged there. And so, this is an apartment, certainly other people could have been living there, other people could have been in the apartment before officers got there, and, all there is speculation that since he was in the apartment, above the floor, that he must have been the one to discharge it. Okay, and so just starting with the Class 2 felony, it talks about a person who knowingly discharges a firearm. There's, again, zero evidence that he discharged it, and zero evidence that he knowingly did it. And it says, the statute actually says, at a residential structure. And it's my understanding that, someone even inside a residential structure, that's insufficient. The statute is really meant to protect someone that's, outside a structure that's shooting it. And so there's that one. Again, any misconduct involving weapons, a person commits misconduct involving weapons by knowingly carrying a deadly weapon on his person or within his immediate control. There's zero evidence of that. In furtherance of a serious offense, none of that is present here.
Okay. All right, thank you for your arguments. I appreciate that. State, would you like an opportunity to respond?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. In regards to the discharging of firearm charge, The Form 4 indicates that once law enforcement was able to get into Mr. Fonov's home, that in the bedroom of the apartment that they observed several firearms, casings, and bullet holes in the floor, which I think the court can infer was in the same location as where the bullet holes were in the ceiling of his neighbor that lives below him. Certainly, it does indicate that Mr. Fonov and I believe his girlfriend were in the apartment, but the victim did ID Mr. Fonov as having come down to the apartment asking if she was okay, and I think there's enough information there for the court to, for probable cause purposes, for the court to find that Mr. Fonov did in fact discharge a weapon. Additionally, in regards to the allegation about discharging at the residence, I think that there's a case law, and unfortunately I can't give the court the citation off the top of my head, but that the individual apartment alone is a residence under the statute. And so I think there's enough information there. And again, we're talking about a probable cause standard. We're not talking about beyond a reasonable doubt. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could just follow up real quickly.
Just
real quickly, I mean, again, there was no gunshot residue. Officers didn't check that to see if it was on his hands, didn't check to see if any gunshot shells matched the guns at all, and so, again, nothing to link that together. Thank you.
Okay. I do appreciate your arguments and pointing out the flaws that may have occurred during the investigation. However, there is sufficient evidence based on law enforcement report to find probable cause on all of these allegations. Whether or not they'll be proved is not my role. So that is something that you can continue to work, with the system and make these arguments at the next court hearing or for the next judge who does decide on the merits. My role here is to see if there's just probable cause, which is a very, very low bar. Okay. So I am going to find probable cause on all of these counts based on the law enforcement report and based on the arguments brought here today. As far as release conditions go, would you like to propose release conditions, or do you know what the state's proposal is?
Yes, I received the state's proposal, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state's asking for a $50,000 secured bond. That seems excessively high in this case. A few things. Our client has no prior felonies. He is currently in med school. This is really occurring at a bad time because he has finals coming up. He's in his second year. He's attending the AT still, osteopathic medicine. He's in his second year. This is really going to affect, he needs to study, he needs to complete his finals. He's very worried about that. He has a dream of being a surgeon one day. He has no prior failure to appears. He has ties within the community. He has a friend's house that he can live at, or he can get a new apartment if needed. And it just seems like reading the report, I mean, she woke up. It didn't sound like that she was ever in harm or super fear of her life. Our client does not pose a risk to the community. If anything, all the evidence supports right now that this was an accidental discharge. And so, I believe all weapons were taken from the house. Of course, there's no issues with, as a release condition, that he doesn't own or possess any weapons. And so, we would ask that he be ordered release or with some type of pretrial services, which is appropriate here. He needs to go back to school. Otherwise, it's really gonna set him back.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your argument. I have read the state's proposed already. And here are just some things that I am considering just so that you understand what I have to think about when I'm doing this determination. I need to think about the views of the victim, the nature and circumstance of the offenses that are alleged, whether or not you have prior convictions or any other serious violent convictions. I need to think about the danger that you may pose to others or in the community. I need to think about the risk of lethality. And that's a big one in this case because even if it was accidental, it could have easily killed someone. And so I also need to think about the weight of the evidence, which you're pointing out there are some holes that might need to be filled if this is going to go forward. I need to think about substance abuse, drug tests, whether you've committed any other offense, and your length of residence in the community. I didn't hear anything about that So I'm not sure about your ties other than going to med school.
I could add briefly, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been living in Arizona since 2023. He previously lived in Alaska, and he came to move here for med school.
Okay, yeah, and I did notice that you were born in Alaska, so that, at least the United States, I'm not worried about you being here illegally, which is another factor that I do have to consider. So based on all the factors, and the ones that weigh most heavily in my mind, so you know why I'm making this decision, is the danger to the community and the risk of lethality. So those are the reasons why I am going to affirm the state's recommendations of a $50,000 bond. And you do have no contact orders for no contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. However, I did include that you may come and go from your own apartment if you are still permitted to do so by management. So I'm not sure how your complex is run or if you have a private landlord, but as long as they're okay with you returning, you can go to and from your apartment. You're not to violate those no contact orders, though, and not to linger or loiter in any common areas, including things like patios, hallways, stairwells, parking lots. So that is the court's orders. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. I did appoint an attorney for you just in case he does not continue on with the case, because I know sometimes attorneys are hired just to appear here at the initial appearance setting, and then going forward, if you decide to continue on together, you can dismiss that court-appointed attorney. It's no problem at all, but at least that way I am assured that you will have counsel at your next hearing. All right, all of this is on your paperwork. Is there anything else you would like to say?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for your appearance here today. I do appreciate you coming and making the arguments before the court.
Thank you, Judge.
If state's not appearing on any other matters, may also be excused. Thank you. If you wanted to have another moment with, you're allowed to, yeah, and they'll bring you the paperwork. Sarah Westover, please come to the podium, and then Hiram Crocker, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sarah Westover, September 5th, 1998.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on two matters. It looks like they're both probation violation warrants. It was alleged you violated terms 6 and 7 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you in both cases, and your hearings on both cases are December 2nd, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You do have bonds set on both cases at $500, but I understand you're in DOC custody, and you will be returned to that DOC custody after this case is resolved. So don't pay your bond. You'll stay here in county custody, go to your probation hearing, and then after that's resolved, they will send you back to DOC.
Should it be resolved from the next court date?
I don't know that, ma'am. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
Okay, please have a seat. Hiram Crocker, please come to the podium. Raylyn Snopek, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Hiram B. Crocker, 12891.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here today on two matters. They're both probation violations, or excuse me, one of them is, okay, they're both that you failed to go to your probation revocation arraignment hearing. So you already have a pending probation case. You already have an attorney in that case. Now you have a new hearing date. It is December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. On both of your cases, you are still eligible for bond. It is $500 in each of them, so that's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to the hearing. Please take your paperwork and have it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Raylyn Snopek, please come to the podium. Joshua Hogg, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Raylyn Snopek, 1986.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because of a probation violation warrant. It's alleged you violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. You're still eligible for bond today. It's $500 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
If you pay the bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Okay. I had one question, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if it shows on my record. I'm almost 40 years old, and this is my first charges I've ever had. And I became homeless back in June or July, and I've just been really struggling to get back up, and I have nobody out there to pay my bond, and
Okay. Yeah, I understand your argument and your situation is very, very unfortunate. This is a valid warrant though, and the things that you violated are that you did not report since June 5th, and they don't know where you've been since July 2nd. They tried to call, which I understand that you're homeless, and so it's really hard to be connected. But also, you didn't complete your court-ordered substance abuse counseling through SAGE, and so there's all these factors that they're attempting to assist you, but you're not available for them to do that. So if you're not available to pay the bond, you will stay in custody, you'll be transported, and then maybe at your next hearing they can allow you to try these resources again.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Joshua Hogue, please come to the podium. Brian Walker, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joshua Hogue, January 24th, 1983.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing date is December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning downtown. And on both of yours, the bond is set at $200 each, so that's $400 total.
Okay.
If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer when you are released within 72 hours and go to your hearings, or they will issue more warrants for you. If you can't pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to the hearing.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Brian Walker, please come to the podium. Michael Cardani, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Brian Andrew Walker, September 26, 1984.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you at your hearing downtown Phoenix on December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. You're eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $250. If you can pay the bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you cannot pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Yes.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Michael Cardini, please come to the podium. Manuel Torres, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Michael Cardani, 5/4/86.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize for misstating your name. You're here today on two matters. One is a new case, and it is alleging one count of dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony. This court did not find probable cause on that allegation. However, the court did find probable cause on the drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and as well driving with a suspended, canceled, or revoked license. That's a misdemeanor. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today to be supervised by your probation officer. Your release conditions include that you need to call your probation officer once you are released and go to your hearing in its usual terms of probation. Your other matter here today is a Term 1 violation of probation. Whenever there's new alleged criminal activity, that's a violation of probation. So an attorney has been appointed, and your next hearing will be December 2nd. So that's coming up first. All right. And again, you are going to be released today under your probation officer's supervision. So just please be patient as you are out processed today, and they will give you the 2 sets of paperwork. Make sure you get to both hearings.
Thank you.
Please have a seat. Oh, make sure you get your paperwork, Bill, sir. Sorry about that. All right. Manuel Torres, please come to the podium. Joshua Holsey, have a seat by the door.
Hello, Your Honor. It's an honor for your time. I just want to start off by apologizing for my actions.
Wait, we're not going to talk about the merits of your case. Remember, this is being recorded and broadcast. This is a very specific hearing. I'll ask you for your name and your date of birth, and then I'll give you some information, and that's all that needs to happen here. Everything else you might want to say, you should say to your attorney or the next judge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. What is your name and date of birth?
Manuel Torres, August 12, 2006.
Thank you, sir. So you're here today on a new justice court case about exceeding the posted speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour. This is alleged as a misdemeanor, so no attorney is being appointed for you, but you may hire one or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Arrowhead Justice Court on December 9th at 2 in the afternoon. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing. I have included the Arrowhead Justice Court's phone number for you as well, so you can call ahead and make sure you know what to do in order to get this taken care of. All this information is on your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am, thank you for your time.
Okay, please take your paperwork, have a seat. Thank you, sir. Joshua Holsey, please come to the podium, and then after that will be Aisha Willis. Please say your name and date of birth.
I'm Joshua David Holsey, 5/18/83.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case. It's alleged you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and that you were driving on an invalid license, which is alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today to be supervised by your probation officer. Per APETS, it looks like you may have a Gilbert court date coming up on December 4th. So make sure that you go to that court date on December 4th. And I understand that it may result in a period of incarceration. If that's the case, notify counsel so that you don't get a failure to appear. Counsel's phone number will be on your paperwork. So when you go to Gilbert on December 4th, if they take you into custody, you'll miss your December 10th court date. That's why I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why you need to let your attorneys know, I'm not trying to not appear, I'm in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your other matter here today is a probation violation warrant. So any new alleged criminal activity results in a Term 1 violation of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing on this one is sooner. It's December 2nd. So you can go to that one first, December 2nd, go to your Gilbert one, December 4th, and then go to your Phoenix one if you're not. I hope you have all your paperwork. Hold on to that paperwork. All right. So again, you are going to be released under the supervision of your probation officer.
Yes,
so once you're released today, make sure you give them a call within 72 hours. Let them know what's going on. Let them know about your 3 different court dates and let them help you.
I'm gonna ask them if they'll put me in rehab. I really would like to go to rehab because I don't want to ruin my life.
So this would be a discussion you could have on the 2nd with the probation judge, right? Because I don't have that authority.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and take your paperwork. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Aisha Willis, please come to the podium. After that will be Willie Hudson. Hello, please say your name and date of birth.
So I just changed my last name.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be Aisha Ramay Edwards instead of Willis.
Well, right now we still have Willis. Let me see if I can change this. Has it been legally changed?
Yes, I changed it at Washington, D.O.C. like 5 months ago.
Oh. Okay.
And for some reason, they won't change it here. I don't know why.
Would you please spell your new last name for me?
E-D-W-A-R-D-S.
Victor Indigo? Like V-S?
No, E-D-W-A-R-D-S.
Edwards, got
Yes.
it. Okay. And that's your new last name?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to add that as a comment. I can't actually change it, but I am going to say that you let us know that your new legal last name is now Edwards. Okay.
Then my birthday is August 27, 2001.
Thank you, ma'am. Before this hearing, were you given a laminated card to review?
Yeah, I'm about to sign the extradition.
You would like to sign it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand what...
I know all about it. It's okay. You don't even got to ask.
But I still have to ask. All right. I won't go through the whole thing, but I am going to ask you the questions. Did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand you do not have to sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to bail? And in your case, you don't have the right to bail. Sorry.
It's a probation violation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No, I've been incarcerated for almost 2 years now.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So I am going to find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I'm also going to sign it. I'll direct the sheriff's office to notify the requesting state, which in this case is Colorado, I think? No, Washington State. Washington State.
It should be Oregon, right?
No, it's Washington. This one's a Washington State probation violation. Do you have another one?
I don't have probation in
This
Washington
says
State.
Hillsborough, Washington. Is it?
Or Oregon.
It's Oregon?
Yeah. That's Hillsborough, Oregon.
It's Washington County.
Yeah, that's in Oregon. That's just the county. Washington County is the jail, but it's in Oregon.
Do you want to change that, or can we confirm that somehow, Washington County?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, thanks. We'll just wait for one moment. We just have to make sure.
Yeah, I just got released from Washington DOC custody. So, yesterday. So it's not going to be from Washington because I don't have no probation out there.
Okay.
I mean, Washington State. It's going to be Washington County, but it is for Oregon.
I just did a Washington County.
Yeah.
It's been a
Awesome, okay. All right, so let me just clear that out. Okay. So you're choosing to waive your rights. You're going to be held non-bondable for 30 days after your Arizona matters are concluded. That's when the 30-day count starts. Okay, I just want to make sure you did understand. So we wrote you did waive, I made the finding, now I just have to sign it. Is it signed?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, sometimes technology takes a little bit. I appreciate your patience. All right, if you please step over here, you will also have to sign the paperwork.
And big and slow for me, please. You don't need to date it, I just need your signature. So. Sorry. Can you sign one more time? Sorry. And one more time. You can put it down now. It's not printing out the other paper. Like, it's not showing as a pop-up. But it shows the release order signed by her.
Okay, so what we can do is, we'll finish out this hearing and print it over there, and then I'll bring it for house call.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So we'll print out her paperwork in the other office, and I'll bring it to you guys, because we do have one house call. Okay. But we do have one more person to see. Mr. Willie Hudson, please come to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Willie Hudson, 6270.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to appear at your final trial management conference. So you do have an attorney already in this case. Your next hearing is December 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You're still eligible for release. It's under a cash-only appearance bond of $20,000 with the same release conditions as before. So that would be electronic monitoring with curfew restrictions. Of course, many no-contact conditions and restrictions. Those are all listed out for you. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to that hearing. Okay, please take your paperwork and join the others. Thank you, sir. Yeah, if you want to go and print it out there. Okay. So our last person today is going to be a house call, and that is because they are unable to function. This is Eliseo Mendiez, date of birth 8/1/2002. It's a new case. It is alleged they committed criminal trespassing, which is a Class 5 felony, and resisting arrest, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist him at his next hearing, December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. This court is going to release him under pretrial services supervision. He needs to not return to the scene of the alleged crime and follow the regular standard release conditions. If there are any changes to this order, they'll be reflected in the written document. It's not my intention to return to this recording at this time. The 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess until 8 p.m. Are we okay?
We should be good.
Okay, we're good. This is Commissioner Gentry restarting the 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for November 25th, 2025, because we had technology issues, so we did bring back Ms. Aisha Edwards, formerly known as Willis. Please say your name and date of birth.
Aisha Renee Edwards, August 27, 2001.
Thank you. You're here as a fugitive of justice, and we did go through earlier that you had read the paperwork, you answered all the questions. I did make a finding that you intentionally and knowingly were going to waive your right to an extradition hearing. And so I am going to sign the order, and then you are going to sign the order. I have signed the order now at this point. Would you please come here and sign the order?
And big and slow, please. Okay, now you can find it.
Do you need the paper that has I see it signed under the release order. Like when I go off onto the right side?
Because that's only one page of it, it's not.
I see 2 pages, if I can print to your printer.
Let's see. Oh, but that's the release order, that's the paperwork if they choose not to waive. If they want to go to their hearing. Yes,
Oh, right, okay.
So far, it's only the SOJ portion, it's not the actual waiver. That's the one that we're missing, when we got the first. Could you re-sign it again?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, let the commissioner sign one more time.
Okay, I have signed it. Do I need to edit it somehow to make it work?
If you can, because right now it's not even letting me open it, so she can sign again.
Okay, I'll go back to it and then I'll edit it. Edit. I'm just going to take off anything that's superfluous. You chose to waive your right. I'm going to save it, sign it.
Can you sign one more time? No, it is. Okay.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patience. Okay. Thank you all for your patience. The 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is now back in recess until 8 p.m.
Okay.
DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar in November shall apply to all matters in this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I'll tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be. If you are eligible for release, I will give you your release conditions and bond amount. I won't read all the release conditions to you, that's your responsibility, but I may point out 1 or 2 depending on what's going on in your case. You're all here on criminal matters, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be used against you. These hearings are being recorded and they are being broadcast. So I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. Because these hearings are being broadcast, there may be victims watching these hearings, so I'll now read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now start the hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. The first person, if you could please come to the podium in the center of the room, and then I'll call a second person's name. Please have a seat right there in the chair by the door. We'll begin this evening with Francisca Quiroz. Please come to the podium, and then David Runyon, have a seat by the door.
Yes.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Francisca Quiroz.
And your birthday, please.
10/15/1986.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on 2 matters. The first one is that you failed to appear at your sentencing hearing on November 4th. So you already have an attorney in that case, and your next hearing is December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. On that case, there is a secured appearance bond set at $500. But do not pay that bond, because you're also here today on a new case. Your new case alleges that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia in your possession, which is a Class 6 felony. So this court did find probable cause based on the law enforcement report and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing on this new case is December 3rd, and that's at 8:30 in the morning. Because you were on felony release when new felony allegations happened, you are not eligible for release today. You will have another hearing. It's an evidentiary hearing on December 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon to discuss whether or not you would be eligible for release then. So you will get 2 sets of paperwork, one for your old case, one for your new case. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat.
No, we already started. I'm sorry. No, you're good.
Okay, Mr. Runyon, please come to the podium. Serenity Man, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
This is David Robert Runyon, and 12/30/1984.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants. On both of them, there's allegations that you violated terms 3, 5, and 7, that you were unsuccessful at intensive outpatient, you were unsuccessful with supported housing, and you are not participating in your probation, and so are unlikely to remain in the community. So you will be held non-bondable on both of them under Criminal Rules 27.6, 27.7, and 7.2C. The specific allegations were violating terms 3, 5, and 7. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you in both cases. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning, and as I stated, you are not eligible for release today, but the information will be on your paperwork. Please have a seat. Thank you, sir. Serenity Man, please come to the podium. Andre Escarga, please have a seat by the door. Escarciga. Okay. Please say your name and date of birth.
Serenity Man, 1/25/2000.
Thank you. You're here today for a new case alleging aggravated assault or robbery, which is a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond. It's a cash-only appearance bond of $50,000. If you're able to make that bond, then you will have electronic monitoring and a curfew. You're not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription or possess or consume any alcohol. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paper.
I have one question. Am I able to get a lower bond because I don't have that kind of money?
No, ma'am. In fact, the state's recommendation was $150,000 cash, which I found to be unreasonable, so I did set it at $50,000.
Okay, and I'm not able to get OR?
Oh, no, ma'am. Not on these allegations. You are a danger to the community based on the law enforcement report.
Oh, wow. Okay, you have a wonderful day.
Andre Escarciga, please come to the podium. Aaron Williams, have a seat by the door.
Hello, Your Honor.
Please say your name and date of birth.
It's Andre Daniel Skarska, 4/12/1985.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize.
You're fine, ma'am. I get it all the time. It's okay. I get it.
Okay.
It's very
Thank
hard
you
last
for your
name.
patience.
You're fine.
You're here on a new case.
Yes.
It was alleged that you had weapons and you're prohibited from possessing one, and it's alleged as a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. and you still are eligible for release under a secured appearance bond of $15,000. And that was the state's recommendation. This court found that it was appropriate because of the dangerousness and risk of new criminal activity, as well as the prior convictions for aggravated assault, burglary, attempt to commit armed robbery, burglary, and theft. So that is why the bond is set where it is.
So there's no possible way of just a release at any moment right now without a bond, because
No, sir.
I'm working right now, and like my dogs, I have no other spouse to live with me at all. I have nobody to check on my animals at all. Like,
So if you let law enforcement know that you have animals that are unattended, they will be picked up by animal control.
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to have
and
that.
they'll be put on a hold. They won't be adopted out without you. I've actually looked into
That's
this.
basically what's happening here, is that my animals, and not only that, my work that I work, you know, like I get it. The environment that I live in, ma'am, is like I live on the Blade. I live on 27th Avenue and Camelback, and that place is a very dangerous neighborhood, you know. And then of course I know I'm a felon. I'm working on getting my gun rights, all that back. It's been hard for me to do it, but like I said, for me, I know I was a prohibited possessor, and I shouldn't have carried.
So we're getting into the merits of the case. Release conditions are one thing, but you don't want to talk about the merits of your case. This is being recorded.
Okay.
And this may be held against you, right? So unfortunately, sir, based on your criminal history and the fact that you had the weapon with you on the law enforcement report, because this is just allegations for right now, the $15,000, it is a secured appearance bond, so you could use a bail bondsman. If you're able to do that, you would have electronic monitoring if you are released. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody, and you'll be transported to your hearing, and the hearing is set for December 3rd. So that's about a week from now. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Aaron Williams, please come to the podium. James Barrios, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Aaron Scott Christensen Williams,
And your date of birth.
May 23rd, 1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to appear at a status conference, and that took place on November 5th. You already have an attorney in this case. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond today. It is set at $500 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your next hearing. If you're not able to pay, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
I'm in the process of getting a job, and I have family that is supporting me through this as I'm trying to get into rehabilitation. Is there any way you can possibly lower that $500 bond to $250 or OR, so I can get into rehab as soon as possible and make the right choices and be better?
I do appreciate your argument, sir, but according to your criminal history, you have 2 failures to appear for felony and 3 failures to appear for other, and that is why the bond is set where it's at,
500.
because of your past record on failing to appear.
Okay.
So it is set like that. If you're able to make the bond, please go to your next hearing. If you're not able to make the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing.
Okay.
Okay, please have a seat. James Barrios, please come to the podium. Chance Wiyaki, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
James Barrios, October 4th, 1969, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging 1 count of dangerous drug possession, that's a Class 4 felony, 1 count of paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and then criminal trespass in the 2nd degree, which is being alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you at your next hearing downtown Phoenix on December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today with a secured appearance bond of $500. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released under pretrial supervision. If you're not able to pay the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
Your Honor, may I say something? I don't have anybody out there that I can have post the bond. Is there any way that I can get OR'd so that I can contact my friend that I was supposed to go into a program?
Okay. So, sir, your bond is based on your history of failures to appear. and then also on the danger to the community based on the criminal trespass. So, no, it's going to be a $500 bond.
And so how much does the person have to pay?
That's between you and a bail bondsman. You guys can work that out.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Chance Swiaki, please come to the podium. Rachel Greenlee, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Chance Paul Riaki, 5896.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 7 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will be downtown Phoenix on December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It would be under a secured appearance bond of $300, and you would be supervised by your probation officer. So make sure to call them within 72 hours. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Could I get like a lower bond? Because my family's dirt broke, and so am I.
So this is a $300 bond on a probation case, and just so you understand, your petition to revoke is based on the fact that you have been absconding since August 13th, 2025.
I've been in contact with my probation.
Well, they didn't make notes of it. They showed that you were not in contact.
Yeah, I was in contact with my new probation officer, which I was confused because when I came in today, I just got arrested, and I was like,
okay.
I've been complying for everything, you know?
So this is a valid warrant, and this court will enforce it. It is going to be $300 today. Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Rachel Greenlee, please come to the podium. Maria Lara, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Rachel Greenlee, 6/1999.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on both a new case and it looks like a probation violation. So your new case has allegations of criminal trespassing in a residential structure that's a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning, and you are eligible for release on your new case with a secured appearance bond of $100. Your probation violation case is alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your hearing will be downtown December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. That has the same, it's a secured appearance bond of $100. So you have a total secured appearance bond of $200. You would be released to the supervision of your probation officer. So make sure you call them within 72 hours. And then make sure you go to both of your hearings. One is on the 2nd of December and one is on the 3rd of December. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to those hearings, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Maria Lara, please come to the podium. Ivana Garcia, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Maria Lisa Lara, 4/8/80.
Thank you. You are here today on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your revocation arraignment hearing is downtown Phoenix on December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today. It's a secured appearance bond of $150. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released to the supervision of your probation officer. So make sure to call them within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing. The next judge may change these orders.
Yeah, I thought I had till December something to check in, so I was like trying to find the office forever, but when I finally found it, it was where exactly I thought it was, but I thought it was over here, then people were directing me over there, so that's why I was late to it. I didn't know where it was. It took forever to find it, but when I finally found it, it was exactly where I thought it was. So I should have just went, but when I checked in today, I tried to go check in, and then that's when they arrested me. I didn't know that I thought I had till December to check in and pay the fine or whatever. No. I didn't have any idea. Sorry, but yeah, I was out looking for a job and doing some things, taking care of my father and other things, so I missed track of time and I couldn't find it, so.
I understand. So as you heard today, you do have a valid warrant, and so that will be enforced. If you are able to pay the bond, you can be released. If you are not, you'll stay in custody, and then you'll be transported to probation.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ivana Garcia, please come to the podium. Luis Mario Varela, please have a seat by the door.
Hello.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Ivana Garcia, 3/22/1991.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case. There's allegations of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, narcotic drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today under pretrial services supervision. So make sure you make it to that hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Okay.
Please be patient as you are out processed today. It will take a few it will take a few hours.
Okay.
Okay, please take your paperwork
Thank you.
and have a seat. Luis Mario Varela, please come to the podium. And then Sergio Valenzuela, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
It's Mario Valenzuela Varela, date of birth 09/19/1990.
Thank you, sir. I see that you are all in orange. Are you being held for something other?
Yeah, I gotta go do some prison time.
Okay. So that means I'm going to need to change what I had. Originally, I was going to release you on your own recognizance, but if you're being held, I want to make sure that you get transported to your hearing so that you don't get a failure to appear warrant. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here is the situation. You have 3 Justice Court warrants from Agua Fria Justice Court.
Okay.
So an attorney is going to be appointed for you in the matter of bond. I set a $50 bond on each of your cases.
Okay.
Your next hearing will be December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. And as I said, there's a $50 bond on each of those cases. That will ensure that you get transported to Agua Fria so that you can take care of this matter.
Okay.
I've also included their phone number for you. So in case you're able to pass that along to your attorney or friends who want to help you get this sorted out, they'll have Agua Fria's information as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand not to pay the bond, right? Because you're not going to leave custody, and it would just result in failure to appear warrant.
Right.
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 Okay. So if you'd like to have a seat, wait 1 moment. Okay, you've got all 3? Yes. Okay, so here is your paperwork, and thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Sergio Valenzuela, please come to the podium. And then after that, we'll have Mr. Juan Noriega Sesma have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sergio Valenzuela, 5/31/05.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant. This is a direct complaint coming from May of 2024. There's allegations that you had narcotic drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and that you were carrying a deadly weapon when you were less than 21 years old. So the state arrested you, and then they let you go, or maybe you were incarcerated for something else, and now they've brought charges. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning, and their bond is set at $1,000. But if you are being held on something else,
Yeah, I already got the case.
don't pay the bond.
Yeah.
Okay, that way you'll be transported to your hearing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, they have your paperwork, please have a seat.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Miss, I'm sorry, it's, so for the concealing the danger, it's, the weapon charge, that's, I'm not being charged as a prohibited possessor, am I?
Let me double check. I don't think so. No, it was for carrying a deadly weapon while being under 21 years old.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
For a searchable listing of
Thank you. Hello, interpreter?
Hola. Juan José César Noriega.
I'm sorry, please say your name again.
Disculpe, diga su nombre de nuevo.
No, interpreter, please. Would you please announce who you are?
Juan José César
Hola,
Noriega.
muchísimas gracias. Yo seré su intérprete de español el día de hoy. Estoy orgullosa de servirle. Esta llamada puede ser monitoreada por motivos de seguridad y mejoramiento de la calidad de nuestros servicios.
So, yo hablo muy poco español. Yo necesito que tú hablas en inglés, por favor.
Okay.
Miss Interpreter, could you please tell me who you are?
Okay. Sylviana.
Sylviana. Okay, thank you.
386.
Miss Sylviana, my name is Commissioner Gentry, and I need to ask you if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now we can begin. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Okay, por favor, diga su nombre y fecha de nacimiento.
Juan José César Noriega. El 6 de julio de 1977.
This is the better speaking. I'm sorry, there is an echo on the line. I can barely hear the call story.
Okay. Juan José César Noriega y 6 de julio de 1977.
This is Juan José Erja Noriega.
Sí. Juan José César Noriega. El 6 de julio de 1977.
Miss Sylvia, are you still on the line? We can't hear you if you are speaking. Is she still there?
It shows that she doesn't connect it.
Okay. Miss Sylvia, we cannot hear you. Could you try to speak again? Can you hear us now? That's me. Okay. Let's disconnect and try again.
Okay. Do you have your microphone on, please?
I just turned it on and off, but now I can hear myself too, which is really bad. Should I drop and rejoin?
Just turn off your microphone, because maybe that's what's causing the feedback.
Yeah.
Because she did mention something about it, so.
No, my microphone is turned off in my settings. And the computer, both. So up there it's turned off, down here it's turned off. But I can hear it too.
Yeah. Let me just disconnect everything and I'll... I'm currently in the courtroom and we usually house like one Spanish legal matter and you said, okay,
Change will lead to crime.
Good evening. Is there an interpreter on the line?
Yes, this is Spanish interpreter ID number 200965. And my name
Hello,
is
ma'am.
Norma.
Oh, thank you, Norma. My name is Commissioner Gentry, and I just need to ask if you will swear or affirm to translate my words directly from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English, exactly as we say them.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
My computer moved. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes. Did you hear my question, if you can swear or affirm?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll begin again. Please say your name and date of birth.
Por favor, dame su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Juan José Sesma Noriega, el 6 de julio de 1977.
July 7th of 77.
Okay, thank you. You are here today on two cases.
Gracias. Y está aquí el día de hoy en dos causas.
The first one is an old case. It comes from November 23, 2024, when you were arrested for possession of narcotic drugs.
El primer caso es un caso viejo, del 23 de noviembre del 24, donde usted tenía un cargo por posesión de drogas de narcóticos.
That is a Class 4 felony.
Ese es un delito mayor, clase 4.
You were also arrested for having drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony.
También otro caso fue de droga paraphernalia, que ese es un delito mayor número 6.
At the time, you were arrested and then you were released, and now the state has filed charges against you.
En ese momento fue arrestado y luego lo dejaron en libertad y ahora el Estado ha hecho cargos en su contra.
An attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Un abogado ha sido asignado para asistirlo.
Your next hearing is December 3rd at 8:30 in the morning.
Su siguiente audiencia es para el 3 de diciembre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
You are eligible for release under a secured appearance bond of $50.
Si es elegible para que lo dejen en libertad con un bono de caución de $50.
Your other matter here today is a new case.
Su otro caso aquí es un nuevo caso.
It's alleged that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony.
Se dice que usted tenía drogas peligrosas en su posesión, lo cual es un delito mayor número 4.
So an attorney has been appointed for you also in your new case.
Un abogado ha sido asignado para usted también en su nuevo caso.
Your hearing for your new case is also on December 3rd in the same courtroom at 8:30.
Su audiencia para su nuevo caso también es el 3 de diciembre en el mismo tribunal a las 8:30.
And you have the same $50 secured appearance bond.
Y tiene el mismo bono de caución de $50 con la promesa de comparecer nuevamente en el tribunal.
If you are able to pay the $100 bond, make sure you go to your hearing.
Si usted puede pagar ese bono de caución de $100, asegúrese de que se presente a su audiencia.
You would be released with pretrial services supervision.
Lo dejarían en libertad con supervisión previa a la audiencia.
If you cannot pay the bond, you will stay in custody and you will be transported to the hearing.
Si usted no puede pagar el bono de caución, entonces se mantendrá detenido y después lo transfieren a la audiencia.
And the next judge may change these orders.
Y el siguiente juez podría cambiar estas órdenes.
All of this information, including your attorney's phone number, is on your paperwork.
Toda esa información, incluyendo el número telefónico de su abogado, está anotado en su documentación.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and follow the officer's instruction.
Thank you.
Por favor, lleve la documentación y siga las instrucciones del oficial.
Thank you, Ms. Norma. That was our last Spanish speaker for this evening. We appreciate your assistance.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. My pleasure, and have a great day. Thank you. We appreciate it.
We do have one more person. Thank you. We do have one more person on the calendar, Mr. Terry Smith, and date of birth is 27/1980. They're unable to function. Or, excuse me, they are on suicide watch. So they're here for a Superior Court arrest warrant. It was a direct complaint. It came from July 26, 2025, alleging dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony and drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist them, and they are eligible for release with a secured appearance bond of $1,800. Their next hearing is December 3rd, downtown Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning. They have the standard release conditions. It is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected in the written order. At this time, the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar is in recess until the 11 o'clock hearing.
rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When I do tell you about those release conditions, I'm not going to give you every single one. If you want a complete listing of your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call 2 names. The first name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door. And then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of the plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay, please get Christine Lewis to the podium. Michael Lawson to the chair, please. And counsel, are you appearing are you appearing virtually?
Yes, Judge. Garrett Smith appearing on behalf of Christina Lewis for all matters, and we would waive a reading of her charges and of her rights.
All right, thank you. And so just to clarify, you will be representing Ms. Lewis not just for tonight, but for any future court dates?
Yes.
And will you be arguing probable cause, release conditions, or both?
If she's eligible for release, I'll be arguing for that. I don't have any information on the probable cause yet other than what I've seen in the Form 4.
Okay, sure thing. All right, ma'am, could you please have your full name and date of birth?
Christine Lewis, 06/19/1984.
Thank you. Ma'am, you're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for fraudulent schemes and artifices, a Class 2 felony, computer tampering, Class 3 felony, taking the identity of another, Class 4 felony, 2 counts of forgery, Class 4 felonies, and practicing nursing with a fraudulent license, a Class 6 felony. These were alleged to have occurred between July 28th, 2025 and August 15th of 2025. I am finding probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because it appears as if you are being represented by Mr. Smith, and so please keep in touch with him if you have any questions. Your next court dates are going to be December 3rd and December 5th in the Downtown Superior Court. Mr. Smith, you are more than welcome to make your record regarding release conditions, but I do want to let you know that the allegation is that your client was on felony release when she allegedly committed these offenses. Did you still want to make a record, sir?
No, Judge.
All right. Ma'am, I need to inform you that it is alleged that because you committed these felony offenses while you were out on release on another felony matter, you're actually going to be held non-bondable at this time. Basically, what that means is no amount of money can get you out of custody. You're just going to be held in custody. You're going to have a hearing about that to see whether that non-bondable status remains, and Mr. Smith can answer any questions about that for you. But at this point, you're going to be held non-bondable. Mr. Smith, do you have any questions for me?
Judge, is the court date on the 3rd a status conference and the court date on the 5th a preliminary hearing?
The court date on the 3rd is both a status conference, and it'll also be her evidentiary, it'll be her bond hearing as well.
Release hearing, okay. Okay, bail hearing, okay. Okay,
Any other questions?
I don't have any other questions, Judge, thank you.
And anything else for the record?
No, Judge.
Okay, ma'am.
Judge, I have something to say.
So, ma'am, I would...
Not on what you've read. It's something different.
Is it about any
Christina,
other
I'm going to
case?
ask you to not say anything.
No, I
this
was
point?
sexually violated when I was in here, and I wanted to go on record.
Okay, ma'am, so please report that to the deputies that are here.
I did, and nothing was done.
Okay, ma'am, I do not control the deputies, and so that if you need to make a complaint, then go ahead and make that complaint to the staff that's here. But you have stated what you needed to say. If you want to go ahead and please step to your left for your paperwork. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Judge.
Please get Michael. Excuse me. Michael Lawson to the podium. Jose Cervantes to the chair, please. Hi, could I please get appearances starting with defense counsel?
Good evening, Your Honor. Manny Alaman and Christine Whalen appearing on a limited basis for Micah Lawson.
Good morning, Ron, or evening. Still evening.
It is still evening. Good to see you. Sir, could I please have your full name and date of birth?
Micah Lawson, and then it's March 22nd, 06.
Thank you. Mr. Alamani, are you going to be the attorney of record at least for this initial appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And at this point, do you know whether you'll be representing Mr. Lawson just for tonight or for any future court dates?
As of right now, just for tonight, Your Honor.
Okay. And will you be arguing probable cause, release conditions, or both?
Oh, we will be arguing both, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, sir, you're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor, exceeding the posted speed by more than 20 miles per hour, a Class 3 misdemeanor, carrying a deadly weapon under the age of 21, Class 3 misdemeanor, and possession of tobacco paraphernalia. That's just a civil citation. These were alleged to have occurred on November 25th, 2025. Mr. Alamani, would you like to argue probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to specifically address the fourth charge, 13-1802, the theft charge. According to the Form 4, there's no indication that there's sufficient probable cause to support this charge. Referring to the Form 4, it's the trooper indicated that he ran 2 serial numbers when determining that this firearm was allegedly stolen. However, those serial numbers aren't provided in the Form 4, so it's unclear what the change was when checking these serial numbers. Additionally, there's scant information given on the nature, the background of the allegedly stolen firearm. It's also confusing where it is, as indicated in the Form 4. He verified that it was located with Phoenix PD, indicating that's in a different location, even though it was DPS, that was the arresting agency. Again, there's nothing in this Form 4 that supports the charge showing that Mr. Lawson had knowledge that this firearm was stolen, and therefore we're asking that this charge not be considered for today's hearing when setting release conditions, as there's no probable cause that he knowingly controlled the property of another.
Thank you. Anything further as to probable cause?
No, just addressing that charge, Your Honor.
Thank you. In considering everything and considering the form and reading the Form 4, sir, at this time I am going to be finding probable cause as to all four counts. Sir, please talk to your lawyers tonight while you have access to them. Probable cause in our legal system is the lowest possible standard of making a finding. It is a very low standard. Mr. Alamani or Ms. Whalen can answer those questions for you. It has no bearing on your guilt or innocence. At this point, it's just a finding of probable evidence at this time. And so I will find probable cause as to those 4 counts. Mr. Alamani, I apologize. So we have we have a system where we enter attorneys' names, and I noticed your bar number is pretty high. Are you new to the practice?
Yes, Your Honor.
So your name is not in the system yet.
You can listen under mine, Your Honor.
Is that
That's
okay?
fine. Yeah, that's
All
fine,
right.
Your Honor. And my number is 024912.
Yes. Return, please. Sir, I'm not assigning you an attorney because, at least at this point, Mr. Alamani will be representing you. Again, please use him as a resource tonight while you still have him. Between now and your next court date, which I'm going to let you know about, if you do not find yourself with an attorney, would you please ask the Justice of the Peace to please have an attorney assigned to you? Would you do that for me, please? I didn't hear yes or no. All right, thank you. All right, sir, your next court date is going to be December 2nd. That's at the South Mountain Justice Court. And Mr. Alamani, would you like to make your record regarding release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. As this court, I'm sure, is well aware, its primary concern when setting release conditions is to set the lease owner's conditions to ensure the safety of any potential victims in the community, as well as to ensure that Mr. Lawson appears for his next court hearing. As to, rather, his lack of dangerousness, this is a victimless offense. It's also a non-violent offense. These are all misdemeanors. Frankly, the initial underlying offense that triggered this entire encounter, the criminal speed, is normally a cite and release offense. It appears reading the Form 4 that the trooper escalated the situation after Mr. Lawson immediately invoked his right to counsel, which then led to us being here today. However, Mr. Lawson does not pose a risk to the community at all. He has no criminal convictions. While the trooper did point out in the Form 4 that he has been arrested in the past, our firm actually represented him on that prior case. That was only arrest. The charges were refused by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. His records were sealed pursuant to the statute 13-911B. There's no exceptions for that sealed record to be considered for these purposes, and we'd ask that it not be considered for release condition purposes. I apologize. Again, and poses no danger to the community. Additionally, he does not pose a flight risk. He has no failures to appear on his record. He has strong ties to the community. He's lived in Arizona since he was a child. He currently is 19 years old and lives at home with both of his parents in a safe and stable home. They've been married for 28 years. He lives in Buckeye in a nice neighborhood on a golf course. His parents, his father is a 20-year military veteran that now works for a defense company and works from home to be able to keep supervision on him. His mom is a stay-at-home mom, additional supervision on him. I've spoken with them prior to this hearing. They both indicated they would happily welcome back into the home should he be released on his own recognizance. Additionally, he has stable employment. He's currently working as the general manager for Burger King. This incident actually occurred as he was on his way to assist at another Burger King location. He started at Burger King as a team member. He's worked his way up through high school to become a general manager, now in a salaried position, working up to 60 hours a week. Again, strong ties to the community. All of his extended family lives here in Arizona. He's active in the community, attending Cross Church with his parents every week. And again, we just ask that all of these factors be considered and ultimately release him on his own recognizance.
Thank you. Sorry, reprint. All right, after hearing from defense counsel and in reviewing the record before me, I'm going to be making the following orders regarding release. And actually, I'm going to make actually, that's going to change. Your court date is actually now going to be December 10th. That's at the South Mountain Justice Court. Sir, upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's going to be some conditions to your release. Not to return to the alleged scene of the crime, no contact with any alleged victims or witnesses. You're to have no contact with the arresting officer, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Sir, do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
And do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any weapons that you need to give up?
And Your Honor, just one point of clarification in regards to visiting the scene of the crime. It did occur on a highway, just for some point of clarification that he's still permitted to drive on that highway.
Understood. So that, and this is why I hate the checklist that we can always. It has nothing to do with his speed. It has to do with the alleged theft. And so, that scene of the crime or that alleged victim. All right. Sir, do you have any weapons that you need to relinquish?
No, I don't believe so.
All right. Do you promise to appear on December 10th at the South Mountain Justice Court?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand if you don't show up, they will issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, I do.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Sir, at least for tonight, while you have your attorneys, ask them any questions that you might have. Okay. And please make sure to show up at court on December 10th.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Got it. Yep.
I have to call a couple warrants, please. Jose Quintero Cervantes to the podium. Gregory Olson to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Jose Quintero. It's 2/24/52.
Thank you. You're here today on an out-of-county warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 2nd at the Downtown Superior Court. December 2nd at the Yuma County Superior Court. Based upon the request of your judge, you're going to be held non-bondable due to the violation of your probation. Okay, sir? So your next court date's going to be December 2nd at Yuma County.
Sir, yesterday I went to court with my lawyer and the judge there. I think he put me, I have to go the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th to court for this matter.
No, it's a different matter, sir.
Oh, it's different?
You were here for a Maricopa County matter before. This is a Yuma County matter. So
Okay.
Yuma County's going to come pick you up, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right, thank you. You can go to your left for your paperwork. Gregory Olson to the podium. David Marquez to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Gregory Olson, 3468.
Thank you. You're here today on an out-of-county warrant and a municipal court new case. Let me talk to you about your out-of-county warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 2nd at the Pima County Superior Court. Based upon the request of the judge down there, you're going to be held non-bondable due to the violation of your probation, sir. You also have a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for shoplifting, Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date on this is December 2nd at the Surprise City Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $250. But, sir, please don't try to pay that bond because you're going to be held non-bondable on that Pima County matter. All right, sir?
So I'm going to be held.
You're going to be, yeah, due to a probation violation down in Pima County, the judge is asking that you be held non-bondable at this time.
There's a paperwork I had to see in the front.
David Marquez to the podium. Dallas O'Banner to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
David Johnny Marquez, 030399.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 2nd in the Downtown Superior Court. Due to the alleged violation of your probation, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time.
No.
Sir, if you want to please step to your left for your paperwork. Dallas O'Banner to the podium. Angel Zavala to the chair, please. Please remove your hat. Name and date of birth, please.
Dallas O'Banner, 1995.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and 2 probation violation warrants. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for fraudulent schemes and artifices, a Class 2 felony, robbery, a Class 4 felony, forgery, a Class 4 felony, disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and assault, Class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 3rd and December 5th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $35,000. You also have 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date on both of those is December 2nd in the Downtown Superior Court, finding probable cause as to new Term 1 violations as to each one. Each one has an additional $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you have to contact your PO within 3 days if you bond out.
Yes, sir. Is there any way for the bond in total then? So it's $3,400 or $34,000?
That's right.
Okay, and there's
no in total $37,000.
$37,000, and there's no way like for a reduction or anything in that sense, sir.
Not today, sir.
Okay.
All right. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Angel Zavala to the podium. Gabriel Hernandez to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Angel Zavala, 1386.
What's your date of birth?
1386.
Thank you. You're here today on 4 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 2nd in the Downtown Superior Court. You have bonds of $500, $250, $1,500, $1,500. So total $3,750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 24 hours because you are in intensive probation services. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Gabriel Hernandez to the podium. Carlos Brito to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
May 20th, 2003.
Name, please.
Gabriel Anthony Hernandez.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause was previously found for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. Possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These were alleged to have occurred back on May 31st of 2025. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 3rd and December 5th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your trial judge, it's a $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Carlos Brito to the podium. Joshua Talley to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Carlos Brito, 12/12/1987.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date is December 2nd in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. It's a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days.
I got a question. This morning, on this case, the probation violation, I had a warrant for the assault. We went to go pay that bond this morning, which is a $500 bond, and then this bond came up when I went to go see my PO. They arrested me. Once we pay this bond, nothing else is going to come up.
I have no idea, sir.
Okay.
I just what
as of right now, it's just this.
Like what pops up every time.
That's fine.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I don't know if there's anything else out there for you. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Joshua Talley to the podium. Michael Christensen to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Joshua Talley, 3679.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court nude case. You've been arrested for assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 3rd. That's at the Goodyear City Court. Setting a secured appearance bond at $250. If you're able to bond out, sir, you can't go back to the scene of the crime. That means you can't go back home. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If there are any orders of protection that are put out against you, you have to follow those orders. And you cannot live with the alleged victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. You're allowed one civil standby with local law enforcement to return to collect any essential belongings. And you're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony.
Sir, I have to post a bond.
$250.
I cannot be released on my own retardants. I support my family, and that it is my family.
I understand that, sir.
I don't know how. I don't have no one to contact to.
So, sir, you can use a bond company. So back in the facility, you're on the wall. There's posted a bunch of phone numbers for different bond companies.
Is there a reason why I would have a bond? I mean, why couldn't it be released on my own retardants? I haven't been arrested in over 20 years.
I understand.
I don't have any charges.
You've been arrested on assault, Class 1 misdemeanor tonight, sir, on a domestic violence offense, and so you have a $250 bond.
Okay.
All right, sir. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork. Michael Christensen to the podium. Ricardo Macias to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Michael Allen Christensen, born on March 21st, 1993.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 2nd at the University of Lakes Justice Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge out there. It's a $100 secured appearance bond.
Sir,
let me finish up. If you're able to bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you have a question for me about this?
Yeah, I was in jail when I would have showed up to court. I was in jail when they submitted this.
Yeah, sir, this is not a failure to appear warrant. This is a rules violation warrant.
Oh, what does that mean?
I have no idea. I'm not the judge out there. They
Oh,
said
okay.
you violated.
So I have to go back to because my release date's tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you're still in custody, they'll come pick you up.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Okay, so when's my court date?
December 2nd.
December 2nd?
That's like 1 week.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Ricardo Macias to the podium. David Henson to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Ricardo Macias, March 1873.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony. Possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These were alleged to have occurred back on September 15 of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 10 and December 12 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You can't have any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And once you're out, you have to contact your city probation officer within 3 days.
Okay.
Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No.
Do you promise to appear on December 10 and December 12 at the downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services.
Yes.
Sir, you have to call pretrial services once you're out of custody. You have to call them during normal business hours. If you don't call them, you'll end up back here. Do you understand that?
Okay, and when am I getting released? Like
4 to 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
All right, sir?
Okay.
Do you understand you need to call pretrial services?
Yes.
If you don't call them, you'll end up back here.
Yeah, am I
Do you
going to get that
understand
information right now?
It's in the envelope for pretrial
Okay.
services, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, thank you. Please touch your left
Thank
your paperwork. David Henson to the podium. Daniel Limon to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
David Henson.
Can you step forward to the mic, please?
Sorry.
All right, name and date of birth, please.
David Henson, July 31st, 1990.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, obstructing a highway or thoroughfare, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 10 and December 12 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No, sir.
Do you promise to appear on December 10 and December 12 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll release you on your own recognizance. Please make sure to show up to court, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, please step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you, Judge.
Daniel Limon to the podium. Q. Salazar to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
10/2/2000, Daniel Limon.
Thank you. You're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for these types of charges, you don't get a free attorney. You can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Your next court date's December 10th at the Maryvale Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you cannot drive a motor vehicle. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
I promise.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No.
Sir, you've been arrested for this before, correct?
Yes.
You understand that I was going to set a $500 bond, but you can't drive. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Until you get a license, you cannot drive a motor vehicle.
Okay.
If I ever see you back here, because I've already given you a chance, I'm likely going to set a higher bond on you next time. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to appear on December 10th at the Maryvale Justice Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'll release you on your own recognizance. Please step to your left. You have a question?
Is everything going to be on the paper, right? You said?
What time you need to be there and the address is going to be on your paperwork.
All right. And you said I need to get an attorney?
No, if you want one, you can hire one. You don't get a free one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sir?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Please step to the left for your paperwork. Q. Salazar to the podium. Aldo Cruz to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Q. Salazar, 8/22/1994.
Thank you. You're here today on a Justice Court warrant. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for these types of charges, you don't get a free attorney. You can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, your next court date is December 9th at the West Mesa Justice Court. Upon a promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand these conditions? Yes. Did you promise to follow these conditions? Yes. You promise to appear on December 9th at the West Mesa Justice Court? Yes. Do you understand if you don't show up, we'll issue a warrant for your arrest? Yes. Upon promise to appear, I'll release you on your own recognizance. If I see you again, I'm setting a bond, all right, sir? Okay. All right, please step to your left for your paperwork. Aldo Cruz to the podium. Hi, is the interpreter on the line?
This is the interpreter here.
Hi, I'll be speaking to the defendant now. Would you please slowly and clearly state your full name and date of birth?
Hola, ese es el intérprete en español. Todo lo que se diga será confidencial. Por favor, hagan oraciones cortas y claras. De esa manera puedo interpretar todo. ¿Podría, por favor, de forma lenta y clara, declarar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Aldo Yanes Cruz, 21 de agosto del 89.
Aldo Janes Cruz, August 21st, 1989.
Thank you. You are here on a failure to appear warrant.
Gracias. Usted está aquí por fallar en una garantía de aparecer.
I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You will go back to your original attorney.
A usted no se le va a estar asignando un nuevo abogado. Usted va a volver a su abogado original.
Your next court date is December 4 at the Downtown Superior Court.
Su siguiente fecha para corte va a ser el 4 de diciembre en el centro en la Corte Superior.
You have a $50,000 cash bond.
Usted tiene una fianza de $50,000 en efectivo.
If you're able to pay that bond and are released, you will be on supervised release and you will have an electronic ankle monitor.
Si usted puede llegar a ser capaz de pagar la fianza y se le llega a liberar, usted va a estar con una alta supervisada y va a tener un monitor en su tobillo electrónico.
You're not to return to the scene. You can't go back to the scene of the crime, and no contact with any victim or witness.
Usted no puede volver a la escena del crimen y no podría tener contacto con ninguna víctima o testigo.
You cannot possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
No puede estar en posesión ni de armas, drogas o alcohol.
Please go to your left for your paperwork.
Por favor, vaya a la izquierda para su papeleo.
Gracias. Thank you for your help, Madam Interpreter.
This interpreter, of course. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, thank you.
Of course. Thank you for your services. Have a good rest of your day.
Clear the courtroom, please.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my partner to come back.
Okay. I have to visit two people back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Roshan Williams, date of birth 2/26/2000. Here on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Next court date is December 2nd in the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond of $500. If he's able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, must contact his PO within 3 days. Alfonso Barreras, date of birth 12/27/97, here on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates are December 3rd, December 5th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting security appearance bond of $500. If he's able to bond out, he'll be placed on pretrial services supervision. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. After visiting with these individuals back at their cell, if I'm to make any changes to these release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. Richard Billingsley to the podium. Daniel Martinez to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Name Richard Lee McLemore Billingsley, date of birth September 26, 2004.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 6 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, Class 2 felonies. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 3rd and December 5th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a cash bond of $100,000. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, no contact with any alleged victims or witnesses, no contact with any minors whatsoever. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means, except to communicate with defense counsel. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must surrender any and all passports at your next court date.
Okay.
Finally, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Yep.
Daniel Martinez. Name and date of birth, please.
April 26, 2001.
Name, please.
Oh, Daniel Martinez.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 3 counts of sexual conduct with a minor, Class 2 felonies, 10 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, Class 2 felonies. These were alleged to have occurred between February 1st, 2025 and August 20th of 2025. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a cash bond of $250,000. If you're able to bond out. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victims or witnesses, no contact with any minors whatsoever. You're prohibited from accessing the internet through any electronic means except to communicate with defense counsel. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must surrender any and all passports at your next court date. Now, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. This concludes the 11 p.m. calendar.